This conference will now be recorded.
Yes.
Guys, everybody, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let's continue the same topic, implementation. So, which applications we are going to implementing right now? Hotel facility request. Let me open hotel facility request. In last class, we seen how to create a new scope application to Studio. So after that, I created one table so to store all the records which are relevant to hotel facility request. As per my client requirement at Azure, I created these all the fields into it, and now we are going to do more customization into hotel facility request. Okay, now let me create two more fields into the form. Those are employee city and employee country. Okay, employee country and employee state. So let me create two more fields. Go to configure and form layout. Why it is not allowing to create a new field? So now we are in global application. So when you are going to making changes into scope application, first of all, you have to select your scope application in application picker in the header. Okay, hotel facility request. Hotel facility request you have to select. Then only system will be allowed to create the fields. The field name is employee country and the field type is choice and then employee state, same choice, employee state and employee country. So we can move below employee address. Okay, so now I'm going to working with dependent value. Based on country selection, the state should be populated automatically. Based on country selection, the state should be display automatically. So how to achieve it? Very simple to do this kind of requirement. Just we have to configure dependent value. Now save, close it. Okay, I'm going to configure dependent value. Based on country selection, employee state should be auto-populate. Okay, after created these two fields, first we need to configure dependent value. Employee state is depends on employee country. In this case, you can go for dependent field, right click on the dependent field, employee state, go to configuration dictionary, default value, configure dictionary, and a dependent value section will not be available by default. If you want to see the dependent value section, navigate it to advanced view and a dependent field, use dependent field, then employee state is depends on employee country. Simple and update. Once configure the dependent value, once you done dependent configuration, then only we can configure the choices. Okay, first of all, you can create more choices into employee country. Right click, configure choices. Employee countries are India, China, Australia, and Canada, United States. Save it. Okay. So when we select India country, automatically populate Indian states. When customers selected US, United States, need to be populate US states. Okay, so first of all, you can select India and then you can configure more choices into like a state field. Configure choice, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. These five states are enough. If you want to create more, you can create more, but maximum not required. This all the states are enough. Okay. When we select India's country and automatically populate these all the states. When we select uh, Australia, need to populate Australia states, but not configure any states into Australia country. Now I'm going to configure some states into Australia. First, you can select that country from country field and right click on the employee state, Sydney, Melbourne, Middle East, Middle East, and you can configure more states into Australia. Okay, so when customers select country is India, then automatically populate Indian states. When we select Australia, displaying Australian states. If you want to configure more like a more countries and states, you can configure according to business requirement. And the same setup we need to configure for assignment group and assign to. When you select database, automatically populate only database numbers. But in this case, it is displaying all 675. So how can you configure the dependent value? Sharath Reddy, your voice is breaks. No, Sharath, my voice is very clear. Remind people, you are also facing the same problem.
Clear,
No,
sir.
it's clear. It's clear.
Yeah, my voice is very clear, Sharath. I think problem is your side. Please check your network, okay? And now same dependent value configuration we have to done for assignment group and assign to. The requirement is based on assignment group, automatically populate assign to the members who are present in respective group. Okay, right click on assign to and go to configuration dictionary, leave it. Okay, then go to advanced view. Dependent value section is not appear by default. Advanced view, go to dependent value. The field we have to pass. Assignment group. Assigned to field is depends on which field. The dependent field name you have to pass and update. Checking view. When customers select assignment group is network, it should be populated only network group members. When you select database, and we should display only database members. This is about dependent value. Guys, do you have any questions in that? Do you have any questions, Srikant, Vishnu, Shelly, Sharad, Shawat?
Srinivas, can you just explain this dependent once again? Like assignment,
Dependent,
like
dependent, Hemant. See, so for example, already you seen any online form, right? If you select your country, you are belongs to which country? Indian country, right? When customers select India, that moment it needs to be populate only Indian states, right?
Yes, yes.
When you select Australia, need to be populated only Australia states. As a developer, what I did, so I have configured dependent value. Okay,
Okay.
clear? Is it clear, Hemant?
Yeah, yeah. So the same
Okay.
way we have we did for assignment group, like when we select database,
Exactly.
it should filter out only database related.
Yes. No need to write single line of code to configure dependent value. But if you
Okay.
take any other technologies, you have write some code. But in ServiceNow, just we need to configure dependent. The relationship has been already built internally, right? Okay. So now we are
Okay.
going to work with custom data lookup rule.
సార్ డేటాబేస్ పీపుల్ ని ఎక్కడ కాన్ఫిగర్ చేశారు సార్?
Hmm?
అసైన్మెంట్ గ్రూప్ లో డేటాబేస్ అని ఇస్తే డేటాబేస్ పీపుల్ వస్తారు కదా,
Hmm.
ఓన్లీ డేటాబేస్ రిలేటెడ్ పీపుల్.
So when you create a group record, right? With a new group record, the group record can store into which table? Did you remember the table name? Sys underscore user underscore group, right? Yeah. Here I have configured database group.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay. And now hotel facility request. So when I
Sir,
create
I
it,
have a question related
please.
to form layout. Like if we add something in the form layout, like adding a new field, जैसे कि like a booking form, and if I have added something wrong, so how can I delete it from the available box?
Here, right?
Yeah, booking for like in the form layout, we have created a booking for field. And I have added something wrong. Like in the booking field, we add a type field also, like department field. So if I have added something wrong in that field, so how can I correct it? Because I have added and saved it. So how can I check it or and change it?
Yes. Okay. You are created one field in form, right?
Form layout, yes.
So
Me
unfortunately, you
on
did some mistake.
on the form
Unfortunately,
layout page.
yes, yes. Unfortunately, you did some mistake while creating the field, right?
Yes.
So how can you make the changes into the field level? So which field you want to update? So right click on the field label, go to configuration dictionary. So configuration dictionary nothing but dictionary entry that will be defined like a provide all the details about your field. So booking for like whom? So booking for whom? This time I'm going to change the label. Okay.
Okay.
So we have to make the changes into the dictionary entry record. Okay. If you want to this
Okay.
field make mandatory, enable the mandatory. We can
Okay.
discuss later about the mandatory all those things.
Okay,
Okay.
so one more question. I was practicing in this field in the while adding number field. In my instance, auto number is not showing. Why I don't know.
This auto number is not showing, right?
Yes,
Right click, configure, and go to this particular table.
that field
Okay.
create mobile and other field are not showing in my instance.
Yeah. Go to control, and this is the auto number, right?
Yeah,
You are unable to
that
see auto
field
number
comes.
section.
Yes, sir.
I don't know the reason. What was wrong? Okay. Might be you did some mistake. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Why you missed, I don't know. This is the first time you're saying. Okay, I'm hearing that why it's not showing. Okay, in case that auto number is equivalent to here, you can configure from number maintenance, right?
Sir, actual that auto number field is not showing. Number are showing that
Yes.
there's like 2000 and 3000 we can put, but the auto number, the checkbox That checkbox
In
is not
case
showing.
the auto number checkbox is not available, so directly you can go to number maintenance and you can check your HFR auto facility request. So directly we can change something into number maintenance. Okay.
Okay, sure, I will try.
Okay.
Thanks.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
No, right? Okay. Let's move to my hotel facility request and click on new. This is my form. Just how configure dependent value. So when you get this kind of requirement to configure dependent value, we have to follow these all are steps to configure dependent value. Okay. Next, I'm going to working with default value. How can you set the default value? The booking state by default, I want to set the new booking. So when customer click on hotel facility form and try to create new one, and by default status is, what is that? New booking, don't none. How can you set default? It's a new booking. Right click on the respective field and go to configuration dictionary and open that particular dictionary entry record and go to the default value section and you can provide the default value. What is the default value of this field? It's a new booking and update new booking. So when customer try to create hotel facility request and click on create new and the default value of booking status is new booking. Clear? This is about default value. And next one, now I'm going to working with custom data lookup rule. First of all, let me navigate it to incident table. Click on create new. So when you select impact is high, urgency also high, priority would be critical. If you select impact is medium, urgency also medium, priority is moderate. Based on impact and urgency, priority is setting automatically. So what might be the reason? Background they configured data lookup rule. And the same kind of data lookup rule I'm going to be built for my custom application also. Okay, navigate it to hotel facility request and click on create new. Okay, so the requirement is when customer select employee department is IT and employee designation is director, so we should allot 7-star. So I'm not giving any permission to select the hotel type directly. If you give the permission to customer to select the hotel directly, every customer they will select only 7-star hotel. But as per requirement, so we have to configure hotel type. So when employee department is IT and the employee designation is director of the company, so we should allot 7-star hotel. And the second requirement is when employee department is finance and designation is chief finance officer, we can allot 5-star hotel. And the third requirement is sorry, when employee department is HR employee department is HR and employee designation is chief executive officer, we can allot 4-star hotel. Hotel type should be set automatically based on department and designation. How can you achieve this requirement? So we have to configure custom data lookup rule. If you configure custom data lookup rule, so very easy to understand the existing lookup rule table. Okay, in this case, what you can do? Can we create 3 dependents choice list field country? Yes, we can do it. Depends on the requirement. So can we create 3 dependents choices list field? country, state, and district. Yes, based on the country and state and district, so we can set the value, or else, but the dependent value should be only for one. But based on the 3 or 4 values, data lookup rule is the best practice. Based on one value, other value should be populated. Dependent value is the best practice. So now I'm going to working with custom data lookup rule. Okay, so how can you configure it? First of all, let me create one new table. Please follow all the steps. First, we have to create one new table, that is make it data lookup rule. You know how to create table? Create new table. Hotel facility request lookup rule. Hotel facility request lookup rule. Name will be taken automatically. While creating any lookup rule table, that should be always extends with DL underscore matcher. This is a very important while creating the custom data lookup rule. Okay. So now the table name is hotel facility request lookup rule, and the name will be taken automatically. This table has extends with DL underscore matcher table. Meanwhile, I want to create the mobile module application menu also. Okay, auto number, these all the things not required as of now. Okay, and submit. First step is completed. Let's navigate it to access that scoped application, lookup rule table application, hotel facility request lookup rule, and open the form. Click on new, automatically open the form. In this table, I have to create some custom fields. What are the fields that are available in the hotel facility request? So what are the fields that are available in hotel facility request? This is source table. Same table, like same fields we have to create in my lookup rules also. Employee department, employee designation, and hotel type. Same fields we have to create into lookup rule table also. Click on new, right click on configure, then form layout. Create fields one by one. Employee department. Employee department field data type is reference. Department records are coming from this table CMN underscore department. Add it and create one more field, employee designation. Provide the same name. Okay. The employee designation field type is choice. Add it. And another field is hotel type. It is also choice. Okay, then I can use split field, application, order. These two fields also I can add it, save it. So what are the fields that are available in my source table, hotel facility request table? Same fields I have created into hotel facility lookup rule table also. Okay, that we are getting all the departments from department table, but employee designation is not getting. Okay, how can you get employee designation? Employee designations already configured. Just I'm going to getting those all the default choices. Right click, go to configure dictionary. So this is not string type, it's a choice. Words changing automatically. Okay, and then go to advanced view. And choice list specification, drop down with none. Choice table is sys underscore user. All the designations already configured in this user table, and title is nothing but a designation. Designation and title both are the same, and you will get all the designations. Okay, And last one is hotel type. Hotel type, it's wrong. Just a second. Configuration expiry. It's not it's hotel type. Same field we have to create, right? I can delete this column. We'll create it once again. You know how to create one more field. Configure form layout. Hotel type. It's a choice and add it. So hotel type also already created in hotel facility request table. Those choices I want carry forward to my lookup rule table also. Right click, configure dictionary, and choice. So go to advanced view. Choice table is sys underscore user. No, hotel type 8, and it's a choice not choice table is hotel facility request, and which field value you want to get hotel type. Then update. No need to configure the same choices again and again. If you already configure these all the choices into other table, same choices we can able to configure or carry forward to another table also. Okay. Next, what we can do, guys? So we have to create some records from this hotel facility request lookup rule table. Okay. So when employee department is IT and employee designation is director, so we can allot 5-star hotel. Submit. Okay. And create 2 more records new. So when employee department is finance and chief finance officer is a designation, then we can allot 5-star hotel. I'm going to creating second record. That's why I can pass order number 200 and create one more last one. So when customer select employee department is HR, employee designation is chief executive officer, then we should allot 4-star hotel and submit and configure the fields in order. And save it. I have configured that column right. List view. Okay. So employee department, employee designation, hotel type, active in order. Okay. Now let me navigate to hotel facility request form. Let me check whether it is working or not. So employee designation is director, hotel type is employee department is IT, designation is director, but hotel type is not selecting. If I select employee department is finance, designation is chief finance officer, so we should alert like 5-star hotel, but not setting the 5-star hotel. Okay, so what you can do is, so meanwhile we have to configure the data lookup rule definition also. How can you configure third step? How can you configure data lookup rule definition? Guys, in case if you are unable to follow this session, so after complete this one, you can just go through recording. Okay, don't scary about it. Now I'm going to configure data lookup rule definition. Data lookup rule definition. Go to system policy and rules, data lookup definition. Incident data lookup rule definition is already created. That's why it's working. Now I'm going to creating new data lookup rule definition. It's a service application level. You can select data lookup rule. Application level, go to data lookup rule. Okay, hotel facility lookup definition. And here we have to configure the source table and the matcher table. So what is the source table? Hotel facility request is the source table. Okay. So matcher table is hotel facility lookup rule matcher table. Okay. And then so run on every time and save it. Don't submit it. So once you save the data lookup rule definition, here we need to configure the matcher field definition and set the field definitions. So what are the field values you want to map it? See source table, go to matcher field definition, just wait, I'm not getting any hotel facility lookup rule definition. What is the source table? Source table is hotel facility request. Matcher table is but why it's not displaying? Hotel facility request lookup rule and open the form. Everything is perfect. Belong to match table, everything is fine. And update, update. Data lookup rule definition, hotel facility, we need to configure but I'm not getting the source field definition. What was wrong? Go to context dictionary. It's the first time I'm facing this problem. I'm unable to get that source table field. Hotel facility request. Click on create new. Employee department is IT. Designation is director. So we should alert hotel type some stuff automatically. Okay. And in this case, created hotel booking request lookup rule table already created and created some fields also. Everything is fine. Data lookup rule definition. Why this fields not coming? Source field tables are not coming. I think I created some duplicate, right? Application menus. Created on this week. Run. Run. Designation. Hotel type. Department. Perfect. Go to lookup rule table. Open form. Employee department. Employee designation and hotel type. So reference. Designation is confidential. Is perfect choice. Let me check that. What is the data type I have selected here? Designation is, it's a choice. Okay, choice only. Total type. This is also choice, not string. It's a choice, not string. And that is a problem. So in lookup rule definition table, it's a choice data type, but here is string. That's why I think it's not allowing to create in the data lookup rule definition. Data lookup rule definition. Hotel facility lookup rule definition. And we have to configure matcher field definition and setter field definition. Go to facility request. Here is necessary. Choice include type. You can see all the choices. Update. System is not allowed to create data lookup rule definition. This is a global one for instance table. Actually, in the source table, like source table and master table, source table and so when I click on here, it has to show all the fields which are in the source table field, but not showing our data lookup rule definition. Or else it should be refreshed. Data lookup rule definition. Source table is but it's not showing one. Why it is showing only one table? This order facility request, it's a lookup. Everything is perfect, but why it's not working? Match field. So what are the fields I have created in my scope, like a data lookup rule table? Those fields are showing, but the source table fields not showing. Something might be already. What is the table name of this one? Yes, this is a source table. Based on the department and designation, order type should be set automatically. But when I data lookup rule definition, why it's not setting automatically? So the requirement is type is IT and director. So we should alert total type 7 star. Okay, something is wrong in this like instance. Why it's not picking my source table fields. So to mapping the source field definition and the setter field definition, I can show you tomorrow. Today I will check what was the problem. Then I will explain and show you how we can configure the custom data lookup rule definition. Okay guys, I'm going to end up class.